Over the centuries, many people have tried to create their own personal paradises, their own Valhalla, their own secret garden. Right here on these streets here, in amongst the rice fields and the people of this area, I knew a guy who created his own utopia. A guy that lived for many years in a very small room in a very cheap apartment in order to achieve his dream of building a dream house. A dream house that came with a lot of unkempt land out the back, just basically an unruly waste area with a couple of massive trees. Anyway, this guy spent months and months hacking away at the bushes and the trees outside the back of his house, and he did create his own little paradise, his own retreat from the world. Some men might build a shed, some ladies might get a dog and take it out for a walk. We all need our own reset spot, our own piece of quiet, and place this guy built in among this countryside here. There was one such place. It was truly wondrous. Anyway, today, indulge me a little bit. I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you a story about a man that could, a man that did, about a man who lost it all in an instant.
Right, as we drive through this beautiful area, I just want to get serious or semi-serious just for a minute. We lost a friend this week. He didn't pass away, he didn't die, but he won't be with us for at least 5 years. Here's what happened. My mate, let's call him Trevor, 64-year-old man from, let's say, the United States, sitting in his garden about two weeks ago, and the doorbell rang. Obviously he thought it was a friend or something like that. Answered the door. It was the police. It wasn't just the police, but it was immigration as well. Promptly he got arrested and taken down to the local police station. I believe he got bail for the evening and went to court the next morning. So here's what happened. A couple of months or a few months previously, he'd sort of glanced at his passport and he'd looked at the 90-day reporting date. And for some reason, brain fart, you know, nobody's perfect, it imprinted on his brain that that was the date upon which he must renew his visa. Now, when the authorities turned up, he was exactly 30 days overstayed. And here's the new law. Under old laws, they wouldn't have come looking for you in the first place, but nowadays, be warned, they do come looking. Not only do they come looking, but if you don't hand yourself in and you've overstayed in between 1 day and a year, it's a 5-year ban from entering the country. That's right, a 5-year ban. And if it's over a month, it can be a 10-year ban. So here's what happened. So 24 hours he's fretting and worrying and calling himself all the names under the sun. You can imagine how he feels. This guy's been here for about 15 years. He was on a retirement visa. He's never overstayed. He's never been in any trouble in his life. He's always towed the line. He's always turned up for his 90 days. Nothing. Clearly, it was just a memory lapse. Just a memory lapse, but unfortunately, no discretion. They thought there might be, but unfortunately, after 24 hours bail, he went to court. Waited around all day, and a long story short, he got given a 5-year ban. And not just that, he wasn't given bail. He was sent to the immigration detention centre, and from all intents and purposes, from what he said, that wasn't a very nice place at all. He said it was pretty much being run by trusted inmates, and you had to pay 600 baht to use your phone at night, or to use your phone at all, but you could use it from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and you had to pay somebody 600 baht to do that. And items such as cigarettes and different foodstuffs and that, if you weren't getting it brought in from your family, there were no visitors, but they'd allowed to send things in, then there'd be a 400% markup. Now, So he was going to get deported to his home country again, let's call it the United States, and that was all sorted, or so it seemed, but he wasn't allowed to sort that out himself. What happens in such circumstances is the relevant authorities sort that out for you. So he was in there for almost a week. He was in there for a week, no aircon. I don't know how many people were in there with him in one big, so it was like a sports hall, but there were probably 60, 70, 80 plus people. My fuel's running low. I've been driving about aimlessly in the countryside again. And he thought he could appeal, they could talk to people, but it's in the system now. So anyway, when I was in Kanchanaburi, he phoned me, you know, was a little bit down on himself, but he was being really positive. He was back in his home country again, let's call it the United States. He was back in his home country. He was with his grandkid and his son, and putting a real positive face on it. But he's left a wife behind here, and he's got a beautiful house, lovely garden. In fact, I'll show you that. This video is in dedication to my mate. I can't remember what I called him a minute ago, but anyway, whatever I called him, it's in dedication to him and his back garden as well. Here's his back garden. Have a look at this. Look, that's his house up there, and what you don't realise when you come out the back, no one's ever claimed the land, so he's got this massive bit of land out the back. There's like a moat round it, look. Loads of monitor lizards and some pretty fantastic bird life as well. But yeah, look. It's like a moat all the way around. Look at that tree. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Swings. Anyway, no one comes out here, so he claimed it years ago pretty much, and come out that's his house there, look. You come out the back gate and that's it. So pretty good. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Anyway, we won't be using that for quite some time. He can't afford to live in his home country pretty much on his pension, he said, so I think he's probably going to be off to maybe India for a while, maybe, I don't know, Vietnam, somewhere. But no, this video is really just a warning. It could happen to anyone. You can keep everything up to date, and then you can have a momentary lapse of reason. You can have a brain fart. You can just forget just for a minute, and you're toast. See ya. You're not welcome. Persona non grata. 5 years. Bye bye. It's very, very unfair. My heart bleeds for him. I've only known him a short while, but you know, we used to play snooker together every week, and I socialised with him a number of times, and really nice guy. And it's such a shame that these sort of things always happen to the good guys. You know, I mean, surely there should be some kind of discretion. I do understand that immigration does need to be very tight and the laws need to be strict, and I totally agree with that. But yeah, so this isn't a video sort of slagging anyone off. I think everyone's done their jobs, and it proves that in modern day Thailand you can't always maybe pay your way out of such things. Once it's gone to court, the process is going to happen regardless of what you try and do. So this is a warning to all of you. You've got to keep on up to date with your visa. It's not the 90 days sign-on thing. It's your visa. You've got to keep up to date with it, and you've really got to keep on top of it, because it's not like it was years ago where there was a maximum fine and people would overstay their visas. I knew a geezer who regularly overstayed his visa by 3 years, and then every time he went out he'd pay whatever the maximum fine was, and then he'd come back. And he did that quite often. But these days, no mate, if they come looking for you, a day up to a year, that's a 5-year ban, and anything over is a 10-year ban. It's harsh penalties, but it makes you think. It really does make you think. I must keep up to date with my visa. So yeah, I don't really want to make this a negative thing. He's looking at it a positive point of view. He's got a bad back, he needs an operation. He'll be able to get that done in his home country. Well, I was about to say whether I'm sure they've got healthcare, but then it can't be the United States, can it? So doesn't matter. Dave, Nigel, Trevor, Donald, whatever we're going to call him. Yeah, we're all going to miss you, mate. And this video is dedicated to you. You're a silly Billy, you know you are. doesn't make you a bad guy. You've just literally had a brain fart, and boy, have you paid for it, sunshine. So yeah, let this be a warning to everybody out there. Like I said, keep up to date with your visa. You're not in your home country. You got to abide by the laws in the country where you are. So anyway, we're going to continue with that drive through the countryside now. That was just a quick video, a warning video, and then like I said, we'll try and keep it positive. So I've told you the story about my mate. Now let's show you a few countrysides. Thanks for watching this short video, my public service announcement, if you like. And if you did like that video, click like, leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed yet, come on, mate. Until the next video, TTFN. Every week I find a new street in my area. Don't know why you need to know that, but hey ho.